Okay. What's up, everybody? This your boy Gene with the Go Getter family. We got a special guest coming on tonight for our Thirsty Thursdays, man. It's a new show. We just started it last week with my boy, Mr. Financial Freedom, hooking you guys up with the greatest credit hacks that I've ever heard of personally. So if I haven't heard of them, man, I know you guys could definitely use them because I'm using them myself. So we're going to get him on here in a moment. Looks like we're all good on all of our social medias. All right. Man, can you guys hear me? I don't know if you guys are able to hear me. Let me go on to my... Oh, there he is. Right on. There we go.
Just trying to get my little stuff set up for you, bro.
Okay, you're good. You're good. I hear you. Do you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear, brother.
Oh, I like that camera. Hey, yeah, that camera view is dope, man. Okay. All right, guys. So we got Mr. Financial Freedom with us, Levi, Coach Dub, aka Mr. Financial Freedom. Guys, this is one of the best credit coaches, credit restoration, credit repair guys that I have ever personally met. Okay. And I used to work with a credit repair company, helping out my sellers that were distressed sellers in foreclosure, things like that, behind on payments, tired landlords. We would help them. We would put them in a program. Well, then I bumped into Mr. Financial Freedom on Instagram, of all places. This is why I talk about relationship equity. Super important. Super important. So we established, we networked, man. I introduced myself. He introduced himself. And here we are bringing you guys value. So, Mr. Financial Freedom, tell us about yourself.
Yo, what's going on, bro? So happy to be here. Happy we're able to connect the way we have been and keep going what we've had going. So yeah, we met on Instagram. A little bit about me, man. I spent my entire life since I was like 17 being in finance and dealing with I always wanted to be a loan officer, right? So for some reason I figured mortgages was the good spot to be. You can make your own income. Did that for a while, ended up going through foreclosure, bumped my head, walked away from the industry altogether. So my credit was obviously messed up. Got into IT thinking, all right, I'll just go get a regular job working with people, getting a regular salary. But I never got my finances right. So, I was living paycheck to paycheck, making six figures and all this stuff. And it's like, just because you got money doesn't mean you have the financial literacy piece. And so I ended up trying to rebuild my credit. It wasn't working. And I ran into this company that helped me start fixing my credit. And they're not only are they credit repair, but they teach financial literacy. And they said, hey, by the way, you can set up your own franchise. Well, after I figured out how everything worked, how I could build back my credit in the proper ways and tools to actually keep my credit and everything aligned and really take off, it was like, man, I might as well teach this to everybody else. Started going along, teaching it to everybody else. And from there was able to fire my regular job and start doing this full time, teaching people and just living that real good life, man.
Man, I love that, man. You fired your job.
Yes, sir. And not the other way around.
right, man. That's what I love about it, man. When sometimes, we got to bet on ourselves. That's the thing. We I feel like we bet on our bosses. Every day we go to work, we bet on them to do the right thing financially, make fiscally responsible choices for us so that we can sell our time to them, and then they might end up firing us. So I love the fact, man, that you fired your job,
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. That's what we're here to bring you guys. We want to bring you guys our value and actionable knowledge that will get you to financial freedom, man. Guys, I brought on Mr. Financial Freedom for you, Mr. Financial Freedom. So we're combining, guys, because he does credit restoration, credit coaching and has some really unique things that he can do for your credit. Now, that conversely, when it comes to me, I teach you guys how to become the bank and not fill out credit applications, show your W-2s, things like that to buy investment properties. So just imagine the possibilities of you becoming the bank to buy an investment property. Then you go to your credit coaching and get your credit built up to Lord knows what score, upper 7s, upper 8s. I mean, tell us about some of your success stories real quick, because I've seen them just in awe.
So kind of crazy. So I've had, everybody's file is different, but this is some of the things that I've seen personally. Is I've had a client had a bankruptcy sitting on their file, couldn't get approved for anything. We were able to get that stuff cleared off their record, help them get some credit cards opened up, and their score skyrocketed to the high 700s. That's just one client.
Wow.
Yeah, I had another one. So just this past week, this is the crazy thing. I had a client, and first round of letters, going through and doing these disputes the way we do them. She saw an 87-point increase in her score. 87 points.
87 points. Wait, and how long from the time you hooked up with her to the increase?
So this is her first round of letters. So it's like the first 30 to 45 days.
What? Man. Yeah. listen, y'all. 87 points. Just
87 points.
I'm just trying to visualize like what I could do if my credit was 87 points higher, right? So because I can go out and buy investment properties now. I actually just got a call. This is why I was running a little bit behind. I got a call from a prospect that I had met 3-4 months ago, to buy her property, right? And I'm doing that without any credit or anything like that, and OPM, using other people's money. So if I had a credit score that was 87 points higher, I could then go out and use other people's money at a low interest rate, because my credit score is so high, to go buy the equipment that I need. I could pay for marketing, for my real estate company, all of that stuff, and use other people's money instead of coming out with a big chunk of money. That's the whole point of this show, is like a lot of people don't have a big chunk of money to buy an investment property. A lot of people, when they start their business, they don't have a big chunk of money to pay for marketing and get their business out there, or other things that they need. So this is why this is important, man. That's impressive. That is huge, man. Huge.
Yeah. So that's been some of our success stories. We have tons of clients that have gone on to purchase homes. We got people that have bought cars. A story I like to share that I recently put up I don't know why it brought controversy, because I guess it was I didn't give the backstory, but got this young kid turned 18. His financial literacy, right? We teach people how to properly use their credit. So this guy set his kid up with a business. His kid was earning his own income, but he also, while he was young, before he turned 18, he added him to his credit cards that he paid on time all the time as an authorized user. So his kid turned 18, had a successful business, and over an 800 plus credit score. So the kid, because he's responsible, he has his own business, he's making his own money, goes out and purchases a brand new AMG Mercedes-Benz.
I saw that. Okay. Yeah, where was the controversy?
People didn't understand how somebody would let their kid go out and get a Mercedes at 18 years old. They thought, hey, we're gonna. The comment was, we'll see him at the repo office in 90 days, and it's like, whoa, wait, hold on, man. This is obviously a responsible young man. He's earning $6 to $10 grand a month at 18 because his dad helped him properly structure a business.
Oh my goodness.
6 to 10 grand a month. I mean, that's pretty substantial. I mean, car payments only. Yeah, you got an 850 score. Your car payments maybe $400 or $500 a month.
Maybe
you could easily afford it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now on top of that, he must be responsible enough that dad said, "Hey, if you're 18, go get your own vehicle."
Right.
That's what he chose. So it's like when you have the understanding of this financial piece and setting everything up properly, you're able to do stuff like this.
Right. And that's the thing about it, man. It looks crazy from the outside looking in when people don't have that understanding. And I'll admit it, man. Like, catch me 5 years ago. If you'd have caught me 5 years ago, I might have thought something similar. I never would have said anything like that, but I might have thought something similar, like, man, this kid's 18. But I didn't have an understanding of financial literacy, guys. So this is the whole point, okay? When you when you gain this knowledge, you position yourself to have these opportunities.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about it, man. I love it. I love it. I had no idea the kid had his own business and was making that kind of money too. That's
Absolutely.
amazing. Yeah.
Yep.
And isn't that the point though? Isn't that the point? Like we want to create generational wealth, and make it better for our kids. So isn't that, the point?
Hey, that's exactly what it is, man. I mean, what else are we doing all this for? We mean, if you got something and they're going to drive a car, okay, so what if they're going to wreck it? Who cares if it's a more expensive car if they can afford it? You got insurance, it
Right.
is what it is, man.
And,
So,
and this is what I want to say, to the go-getters, man. Now I know I've got a subscription with exclusive video content, things like that, and you're a go-getter family member. So I know that my go-getter family members never count other people's pockets. We just don't do that. You want to know why? Because we're too busy trying to gain the knowledge to get our pockets fatter.
there it is.
So we can't, yeah, guys, we can't use our time to count other people's pockets and look at another person's situation and say, hey, I'll see you at the repo office in 90 days. No, we don't send out negative energy like that. We just don't, guys. Yeah, so we shouldn't do that generally. So let me ask you this, man. What do you think about this union, man, with the go-getter family and the credit mix, Mr. Financial Freedom?
Yeah, man, I'm stoked about it. I'm so happy that we were actually able to connect because there's so many different avenues that we can actually help people out on. I mean, we got you're going out here, the go-getter family, you guys are going and getting all these nice properties that, you're helping the community by relieving someone else of the stress of some type of mortgage or whatever it is that they can't handle by coming in and taking care of that. You're preventing somebody from going into foreclosure, which helps the value of all the other homes in your community, right? Now, this person is in a stressful situation. So guess who gets to swoop in on top of that after you guys have made the deal, work out, do whatever it is you need to. I get to come help them out, get their credit back aligned so they can get back on the road to figuring out financial freedom for themselves, because that's what it's all about in the end of the day. It's helping people, man.
So. Absolutely, man. And that's the thing, when you're service-minded first and you are not looking at how much money you can make off of a person, but no, how can I help this person? What value can I bring? Then the side effect of that is it's beneficial, whether be it money or be it a good testimonial that ends up being, beneficial for your business. So that's what we have to think first, guys. It's not always, you can't always think, how much can I make off of this? No, we don't want to think that way. I'm going to tell you a quick story. I had just got done helping two people. My the seller of a home that I did a transaction on. I put up the check. It was the check was $12,700 something, but I had got $1,500 earlier, so it was supposed to be $13,000. Anyhow, I go to pay the back taxes on that, and this is how things work, guys. When we don't have the knowledge, and then we don't have the the tools, and the income. Don't you know that somebody bought the tax deed to this property that I was working on, helping this seller? I saved him financially from financial ruin. And then I helped my buyer because he needed passive income to retire on. So he wanted to fix that up, make a rental. But I go in there and I pay those back taxes, and an LLC had bought the tax deed. So had I not paid for those back taxes, he would have lost that house in 90 days, guys. In 90 days. So I bring that story up because of this. Those back taxes were $2,900 and some change. So had my my seller not been in a tough financial situation and had his credit right, man, he could have went and put those back taxes on a credit card and then made the payments on them and not been at risk of losing, his home.
Exactly. Well, at least you did your due diligence, because you could have lost the property too had you not recognized that you had to get these back taxes taken care of. Which is that's a whole nother strategy for the go-getter family for another day.
It is. Yes. And we're going to be getting into that stuff, man. There's a whole lot of possibilities, that we're going to be talking about. But my whole thing with that is, that word I just said, man, possibilities. We have got to give ourselves possibilities. And in order to do that, now I don't know, I'm not well versed in the credit repair and credit restoration, but do you have to make some sacrifices initially and be kind of self-disciplined initially so that you can enjoy that, for the longer period of time, down the road?
So no, actually, so here's the thing with credit repair. So the only thing with credit repair is you have to be consistent in making sure that you are taking care of the negative items on your credit.
Okay.
Once we get that stuff off, hopefully we've given you enough discipline. And what I mean by discipline is this. So when people think of discipline, they think of something negative, and or like I can't do something. But it's basically, discipline is love. It's I love myself enough to take care of my financial situation to make sure that I keep it in order. Because here's the deal. When you have excellent credit and you finally get on the road, you know, we take care of the credit repair piece. We get all those negative items off your credit. We don't want to see 6 months down the road. We don't like repeat customers. So we like to teach everybody how to leverage their credit to stay positive and to grow it. You know what I mean? So from that point, it's all about, I love myself enough to continue to watch my budget, to continue to grow my credit, so that way it stays positive. Because here's the thing, when you don't stay disciplined with your credit and you get negative scores, then you start paying higher interest rates. You know, that's money out of your pocket right there. You start paying larger deposits. That's more money out of your pocket.
Right.
So you start losing every time that you let your credit score drop and you're not paying attention to that discipline and what needs to happen there. So,
man, I love it. I love what you just said, though. We don't want repeat customers.
Exactly.
We don't want, right? Because if we have truly helped you out and done our job and brought you value, this is going to be a lifelong thing. You know, it's going to be beneficial for the rest of your life, and it changes everything, man. It changes everything. And you know, I said this when I was on your Instagram on that first Thursday, man. Having a job, you know, job stands for just over broke. Okay. But we have got to change our mindset from feeling like we have got to sell our time to someone else so that we can, you know, pay our bills and have a couple extra dollars. Don't you know? I'm going to give a quick example. I was talking to somebody that I know, and they had an investment property, and that property is in foreclosure. I saw it in my research that I was doing, and most people go into debt for unexpected medical expense because they have to pay that, you know, on there. They usually don't have the money to do it, the disposable income, and when they run out of that savings, they've got to put it on their credit cards, you know, and it puts them in debt. And then it's a revolving deal, man, revolving. And you know, they had that American dream of, okay, I'm going to buy this investment property, make some passive income. But one bad thing happened. One bad thing. And guys, like Coach Dub said, Mr. Financial Freedom, guys, self-discipline, it's love. You got to love yourself enough to, you know, maybe skip that extra ice cream cone, you know, that second piece of pie, you know, whatever it is, so that you can position yourself to be in a better place, you know, tomorrow, next week. And then if you're in a better place next week, you're in the better place for the next month after that, you know. And when something unexpected happens, you're okay because you got room to maneuver, man.
Exactly.
That's what it's about, man. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. I mean, financial freedom isn't just even credit. It's everything, man. It's all encompassing, because you don't have financial freedom without, you know, the go-getter family going out here and trying to acquire properties. You know, you don't have financial freedom without, you know, fixing that credit up so that way you can leverage other people's money when you need to for the other items, you know. So, I mean, financial freedom is this. It's all those key pieces, and it comes down to this. You get all these properties, right? And that's fantastic. You're getting all this income. But a lot of times what people end up doing is, the higher their income goes, the higher their debts go. So what we try to teach people is, okay, let's go get all these properties that we're going to get, right? To let them pay for the other toys that we want to have. And that way it's not affecting my income. So if you can live off of 30% of your income, which people think, oh, that's so little. Well, not if your income's $1 million. That's $300,000 a year.
300,000.
Yeah. So if you want more things, you have to figure out ways to acquire more income. It's just that simple. That's where we come in.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, you'll never do that selling your time. You know, going to work, getting paid an hourly wage. It just isn't going to happen. You know, so that's the thing, man. When we can figure out the way to find different income producing streams, different streams of income, but using our money to make money for us, right? And that's where this comes
Absolutely.
in, man. Like you said, we're showing how to buy the investment properties by becoming the bank, and then you're showing us how to leverage other people's money responsibly at a low interest rate in order to produce those other profit streams for us, so that our money's making money while we're asleep. So that 30%, instead of 30% of $1,000 a month, which is only $300, I'm like, man, I can't live off $300. No, it's 30% of $10,000 a month. And then it just goes from there. It goes from
Yep.
there. Yeah, but you got to take advantage of these opportunities when they're presented. I just want to tell a quick story, man. I made a humongous investment in the Go Getter family today. Huge, scary huge, right? But guys, we've got to bet on ourselves. We've got to bet on ourselves. And the thing is, now, when I say bet on myself, and we're gambling on ourselves and we're gambling on our boss if we go to work, right? I'm gambling on myself, but it is a calculated risk because I know the commitment, the hard work, the dedication, and the knowledge that I've acquired and that I'm still acquiring. So I would rather bet on me any day of the week than go work for whatever corporation or whatever bank and get a check every week. So when I say bet on yourselves, make it a good bet, guys. Make it a good bet. And if this knowledge is here for you, why not inquire at least? That's what I did when I found Subject 2, man. I bought my first Subject 2 in April. That was 3 months ago, guys. 3 months ago. Now I own, man. I hate to even say it like I'm boasting, because I'm not. I'm just trying to give like what this can do for you. I own 4 investment properties, man, and I just got a call today and to probably get another one. And that's in 3 months, and I've done some transactions. And then Coach Dub, he fired his job. And look at him. I looked at your Instagram, man. I see you flying out.
Yeah. We're going all over the place, man. I'm actually I got a flight tomorrow. I'm going out to Miami for a couple of days because we're doing a big event out there. So that's the freedom that's been given, when you walk away from work or a job, when you're an entrepreneur, it's work, but it's not work because you're doing something hopefully that you enjoy, that's fun for you. So for me, this is fun. I get to go out, help people, improve other people's lives, and make a difference, and travel a little bit here and there while I'm doing it, man.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy, guys? This is for the viewers. Me and Mr. Financial Freedom, Coach Dub, we just met literally, right? And coincidentally, we have the same last name. I'm just gonna set that out there. But guys, I had a friend call, and he wanted me to come give my knowledge and do like a workshop in California for the community, though, for us, for our people, man, everyday hardworking people that don't have this knowledge. And of course I said yes. I've got to pay for the plane ticket or whatever. And I said, you know what, man, our people don't know about credit and aren't financially literate in credits. So this would be good. I said, I'm going to call Coach Dub and see what's up, man. And I said, I'll call you back and let you know. I told my friend that, man. I call Coach Dub, guys. Hour later, he was in. And that's because, we got to pay for our own plane ticket or whatever. And that doesn't matter. But we have the ability to do that because of, what we've done, man, the risks we've taken, but our commitment and our sacrifice too. So that's huge, man. I want to thank you for that. And that just goes to show that's a testament of the type of person you are, the individual you are, man. So I'm thankful for that, honestly.
Hey, I appreciate it. It's, it goes to a testament for you to even throw my name out there and even invite me out. And it's a big deal because it's an opportunity for us to give back. And that's what it's all about, is making a difference and being able to reach so many people. Hey, I'm appreciative too, bro.
That's what's up, man. What's up, man. And that is what it's about. If we can give back, because somewhere along the way, somebody gave to us, be it whether it was money or a helping hand or a nugget of knowledge. Somebody put this knowledge out there for me, and I found it, and then I'm a go-getter, so I went to I got after it. So somebody gave us a helping hand, man. It's only right that we don't pull that ladder up behind us. And I gotta say this: the reason that I like innovative people, creative people. And I heard you say that you could do that Credit My Rent program, man, where you put people's rent on their credit report and you can go back. And I was I'd never heard of it, but I had always wondered, like, man, why can't I get my rent put on my credit report? So
Yep,
that was awesome,
absolutely.
man. Yeah, yeah. And guys, I don't even have to twist Coach Dub's arm. He's giving a special to the go-getter families on special pricing for that Credit My Rent program. Yeah, yeah. If you're a go-getter and if you're watching this show right now, spending your time to gain this knowledge, you are a go-getter, guys. You can get your rent payments for as far back as 2 years put on your credit report, guys. As long as you had been paying your rent, and doing a couple other things. So guys, reach out to Coach Dub for that. There's going to be a link in the description that will get you right to where you need to be to get in touch with Coach Dub in order to Mr. Financial Freedom. Coach Dub, listen, man, hey, then that's huge, guys, because everybody pays rent. That's one of the three major things, man. We've got to have food, we've got to have clothing, and we've got to have shelter, right?
Absolutely.
If we get our shelter put on our credit. Can you tell us any situations of somebody who got that Credit My Rent program and how that affected them?
Yeah. So how it works is, we go back up to 2 years and then going forward. So as many months as you want going forward, we're going to continue to add that to your credit report. But because we can go back up to 2 years, we had somebody who couldn't qualify for getting approved for a mortgage because they didn't have the score, right? So 2 years history, they were renting. Do it on their credit score. They immediately saw in the 1 week, because it goes on, we immediately report 65-point increase, and they were able to qualify not only to get the mortgage, but for the higher premium pricing for the rates that they were able to qualify for, just by doing that one little trip. 65-point increase and qualify for the loan. Yep.
I just got goosebumps, man, when you said that. I literally did, because I had no idea that once a person inquired about that Credit My Rent program, that you got it on their credit report so fast. And with what we're going through right now with the housing crisis, and how the housing market, how it is right now, people are paying over asking price just to get into a house because there's nothing on the market, man. It's tough. It's tough. So for a person to go from not being able to get a mortgage, not being able to qualify for a mortgage, to the next week getting the premium rates on that mortgage because they were lucky enough to bump into you, man, that's huge, man. That's huge. And from what I heard, it costs about as much as going on a date to the movies.
Oh yeah. So to go on a date to the movies, we can go back 2 years. And then literally you're talking less than what you're spending on a Starbucks coffee.
Oh my goodness.
To go forward. Yep.
Yeah, you can't beat that. You want to go to the movies?
I'm gonna go get my credit right. That's what I'm gonna do.
I love it, man. Hey, that's huge, guys. Guys, this is just the beginning of something big, and something that it's for the people. It's for the everyday people that are hardworking and want something more. And guys, with knowledge, you can do that. You must understand that the pen always is mightier than the sword. Always. So if we can understand that knowledge and utilize it, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. Coach Dub, did you want to say? Did you have any parting words for our viewers?
Man, all I can tell you is make sure you're hitting up the Go Getter family if you haven't already. You guys see the value he's given. Gene is the man when it comes to that. Anytime you guys want something with credit, just come ask me. But make sure, if you guys are looking for that Credit My Rent program, we're going to give you guys special pricing for the Go Getter family only. So use the code TGGF for the Go Getter family, and that's going to get you that special pricing. Other than that, man, you know what I like to tell folks. You got two choices in life. You got roadblocks or you got building blocks. Which ones are you going to choose?
Man, that's huge, man. We appreciate it. And hey, y'all, we're out of here. So until next time, let's get to it, y'all.
Peace.
Yeah.